This is Jupiter Today for the 17th of November, 2014. Jupiter Today is a daily podcast focusing attention on the Jupiter system for the purpose of monitoring activity. At 0 hours UTC today, the position of Jupiter on the celestial sphere is 9 hours, 37 minutes, 1.4 seconds, and a declination of positive 14 degrees, 55 minutes, 43.8 seconds. The angular separation between Jupiter and the Sun is 92.683 degrees. The distance between Earth and the Sun is 772,956,533 kilometers. That's 2,344,343 kilometers closer than yesterday. Jupiter appears to be moving towards Earth at a velocity of 97,680.96 kilometers per hour. This velocity is slowing down by 1.316 kilometers per hour every hour. At 0 hours UTC, Io begins the day in quadrant 4, moving east. Europa spends the entire day moving west, starting at 0 hours UT in quadrant 2. Ganymede spends nearly the entire day in quadrant 3, moving west. And Callisto spends the day in quadrant 2, also moving west. At 6 hours UTC, Io continues moving east, passing behind Jupiter and heading east into quadrant 1. Europa continues to move west in quadrant 2. Ganymede continues its westerly motion, but is slowing down. And Callisto continues also moving west. By 1200 hours, Io is moving east in quadrant 1, near maximum elongation. Europa continues moving west in quadrant 2. Ganymede nearly at western elongation. By 1800 hours, Io has entered quadrant 2, now moving west. So it has reached its eastern elongation and is now moving west. Europa is still in quadrant 2, moving west, just starting to cast a shadow onto Jupiter. And by 0 hours tomorrow, Io continues to move west in quadrant 2. Europa has transited Jupiter, heading west in quadrant 3. Ganymede is now heading east, and Callisto continues in quadrant 2 to head west. Jupiter satellite events. Add 0121. Io disappears behind the shadow of Jupiter. At 4:56, Io reappears from behind Jupiter. At 17:47, Europa's shadow appears on the disk of Jupiter. At 2019, Europa begins its transit of Jupiter. At 2039, the shadow of Europa disappears from the disk of Jupiter. At 2242, Io's shadow appears on the disk of Jupiter. At 2312, Europa ends its transit of Jupiter. And at 2356, Io begins its transit of Jupiter. Today there are no mutual events between satellites. There are 3 meridian crossing times of the red spot today. The first at 3:50, the second at 13:45, the third at 23:41. There were no new images posted and no new papers. Please subscribe. Would enjoy hearing your comments. Send your images of Jupiter or the Jupiter system with the time that you took the images. And until tomorrow, I bid you peace.